Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 3. Now, we will present about demand analysis of Zalora. In this video, we will talk about SWOT analysis, business from perspective Al-Quran and Al-Hadith, and demand analysis, and the last one, market structure of Zalora. The objective of our report is to analyze firm behavior in competitive market, monopoly, oligopoly, and monopolistic competition, and evaluate their cost and pricing strategy by preparing a group report guided by the company of Zalora.
Zalora apps has 4 key elements in its SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat are considered by the company. Zalora can use its strengths to create a niche positioning in the markets. It can strive to reduce and remove weaknesses so that it can better compete with competitors. Strengths come from positive aspects of 5 key resources and capabilities: financial resources, human resources, past experience and successes, physical resources such as land, building, and activities and processes. Weaknesses are the areas, capabilities, or skill in which Zalora apps lacks. It limits the ability of the firm to build a sustainable competitive advantage. Weaknesses come from the lack or absence of the same 5 key resources and capabilities. Opportunities are macro environment factors and development that Zalora apps can leverage either to consolidate existing market position or use them for future expansion. Opportunities can emerge from various factors such as technological innovation, changes in consumer preference, economic growth, political development and policy changes, and increase in consumer disposable income. Threats are macro environment factors and development that can derail business model of the Zalora apps. Threats can emerge from various factors such as changing in consumer preferences, political development and policy changes, increase in consumer disposable income, economic growth, and technological innovation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to talk about business from the perspective of Al-Quran and Al-Hadith. As we know, Zalora Asia leading online fashion destination, because Zalora also the largest and fastest growing fashion focused on e-commerce site in Southeast Asia. They operate as an online fashion and lifestyle retailer, and type of business industry is e-commerce and discretionary. Based on Islamic point of view, e-commerce has an understanding that is almost the same as conventional trade. There are several rules e-commerce that must be in accordance with the needs of Islamic principles and permitted by Islam. As contained in the Quran, Surah Al-Jumu'ah, verse 10, which reads, "And when the prayer has been concluded, disperse with the land and seek from the bounty of Allah, and remember Allah often that you may succeed." In this verse, it is explained that Allah allows His servant to carry out an activity on earth as long as does not conflict with Islam principle. So, we as the servant of God, we can trade with each other, but using the principle of e-commerce as long as the matters does not conflict with Islam. From this, there are many Muslims who still doubt e-commerce whether it is according with Islamic principles. Other than that, in terms of payment on the principle of e-commerce is an issue that is always debated. The problem is sometimes online business can jump into a delimited problem if one of them parties become a cheater. So that is why it needs a clear obligation before the final decision. So in the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 283 mention about this. And if you are on a trip, you are not getting a writer, then get something help. However, if some of you believe in others, get the believer to fulfill his mandate and bring him to fear Allah, his Lord, and do not dispute his testimony, because however wins truly recover and dirty. Allah knows best what you do. So in the conclusion, every type of business is supported by Islam but must follow Islamic law, because every sale and purchase must be considered legally in Islam, and it can facilitate and help the people in their life with fair treatment. Wallahu a'lam.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurfara Wahida binti Ishaq. My metric number is 1200713 and I'm from class KMB3. Our group had distributed Google form links on social media to get response about demand analysis for Zalora. The total respondents that we got is 100 people.
And all the findings that we collect are from Zalora users.
For section A, we ask for respondent personal information. First that we ask is gender. From 100 respondents, there are 78% of female and 22% of male. The age range of all the respondents is between 18 to 47 years old. The highest percentage is 20 years old with 70% people, and for 23, 39, 45 and 47 years old is only 1% for each age. For the occupation, we can see that the highest percentage of respondents' occupation is student with 93%, and next is not working with 3%, then housewife is 2%. Lastly, the lowest is private employee and self-employed with 1% for each occupation. And next is respondents' education level. Most of the respondents is from degree level with 93%, and next is diploma level with 38% and SPM level with 12%. And then respondent who from STPM level is only 1%. Then, for marital status, most of the respondents is single with 95%. Next, respondents who already married is 4%, and who is divorced or widow is 1%. For household monthly income, the highest percentage is below 1,000 ringgit with 42%. Next is income range 1,001 ringgit until 3,000 with 24%, and then for 3,001 ringgit until 5,000 is 19%. Lastly, for income range 5,001 ringgit until 7,000 ringgit is only 3%. And then the last question that we ask is respondents' ethnicity. 99% of respondents are Malay and only 1% is Chinese.
Next question we state in the Google form, is it all Zalora's product was sold in lower price and cheapest compared to buying in store? There are 35% prefer at level 3 and the rest of them agree that goods are cheaper by buying online, and also some of them will prefer that buying in store can get the lower price. In addition, we got 44%, which is the highest preferences about price of other goods, which can be substituted to this good at level 3, and only 80% indicate at the respondent that really agree with this statement. We also put statement that price of other good which is complementary to this good. The result that we got is 38% respondents said their preferences at level 3, 37% at level 4 and 20% at level 5. Next, we want to know about their preferences on the goods. It's easier and faster to get by buying the goods from the website. 43% respondents said their preferences at level 4, which is majority of them agree that all goods and products that they get from the website can deliver in a short period and easy way. From the observation, we got 38% at level 5 when we asked them if they were more convenient to shop online. It is the highest result that we get as compared to any level. We make a survey to our respondents. If the price of the goods and service increase, what will they do? Majority decision from them is they will decide to increase the quantity demanded. This decision got 63%, and some of them decide they will still buy with the same quantity, which is 90%. We also asked them what is the main factor that determine their demand for the goods or service. Majority of our respondents, which is 34%, said that price is the most important thing to influence their decision in demand. Other than that, there are 29% respondents state that the price of other goods will also determine their decision. Taste and preferences got 26%, and income came at the last places, which is 11% only from our respondent choosing it. We also assess the other factor that may impact their demand for the items in addition to the main reason. There are two additional factors that have the exact same percentage, which is 31% of our respondents' decision and the highest. The price is the first consideration followed by taste and personal preferences. Last but not least, if the price of the product increased by 10%, 38% of our respondents choose to not buy the product at all. There are also 30% respondents said that they will decrease the quantity demanded for the product by 10%, and 21% respondents decide to decrease the quantity demanded for the product by less than 10%. The lowest action that chosen by 11% respondent is decrease the quantity demanded for the product by more than 10%.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Isra Aziza. My matrix number is 1200719. Next, I will talk about market structure about Zalora. Market structure in economic refer how two different industries are classified and differentiated based on the characteristics that influence the behavior and outcomes of the company working in specific market. Market structure can be classified as competitive market, monopoly, monopolistic competition, and oligopoly. But I will more focus on market structure of Zalora, which is monopolistic competition. The first one is, there are many sellers within the same market as Zalora because many firms competing for the same group of customers. The second one, free entry and exit, meaning that firms can enter or exit the market without restriction. Thus, the number of firms in the market adjusts until economic profit are driven zero, and this is why participants in monopolistic competition market have relatively elastic product. If Zalora were to increase prices, demand would decrease. Since there are many alternatives in the market, buyer will switch to one of these alternatives if the price are not to their liking or affordability. Next, product differentiation. Each firm in monopolistic competition produces a product that at least slightly different from other firms. It identifies the quality that set one product apart from other similar products and use those differences to drive consumer choice. As we can see in Zalora, offer around 6,000 and more local global brands for buyers to identify the product through different branding, quality, and design. Product differentiation also helps to ensure quality and efficient production by adding new features. For example, Zalora allows users to select the brand, design, and clothes of their choice and add to their cart to save time in shopping. Once finalized, their order is taken and the goods are collected at the warehouse. Based on the address mentioned, the goods are delivered to the customer, for which the payment is received online using shipping option tools. The last one is advertising. Monopolistic competition tends to lead to heavy marketing because different firms need to distinguish broadly similar products. And we can see in Zalora focus on both online and offline promotion, such as in online e-commerce site, also newspaper, advertising, magazine article advertisement, and TV ads. Advertising provides consumer with the valuable information on the product availability, quality, and price that they need to make efficient choice in the marketplace. That's all from us. Thank you.